For the next session, which is our final session, I will cover public Wi-Fi's as well as QR codes. So this is just a scenario of an individual who is actually at the airport. And then, okay, let me rather just read it. You're at an airport and you look at the available Wi-Fi connections and see something with the name free airport Wi-Fi. Seems legit, right? An airport is a place where people often need to wait around. So connecting a phone or laptop to the internet while avoiding the cost of using your data seems sensible. But how do you know that Wi-Fi really belongs to the airport? It's possible that it is a network that has been set up by a scammer hoping to catch people unaware. After all, hundreds of people can pass through an airport every day. Even if a fraction of them signed into a fake Wi-Fi, there's a chance that a scammer could steal a lot of data. So remember, when we started out with the course, I did say that the most usual way that somebody can steal information from somebody is by actually tricking them into parting with that information or stealing that information. So Wi-Fi's and QR codes are one of the many ways that scammers can actually steal people's personal information. So it is important for us to be aware of the safety measures that we can apply when it comes to using our Wi-Fi or public, not even our Wi-Fi, public Wi-Fi. Okay, so whenever you come across a public Wi-Fi, so let's go back to our example of the airport where somebody's at the airport and they see free airport Wi-Fi. So verify that the Wi-Fi indeed does belong to the airport, and then avoid entering or accessing sensitive information. So even if it's at your favorite coffee shop, avoid maybe accessing information such as accessing sensitive information such as information in your banking app. And then after you finished using the Wi-Fi, you must always click forget the network when you stop using it. And then it's always better. And then it's always better to use your smartphone's data instead. So let's say maybe you're going to a favorite coffee shop. If you want to access maybe sensitive or private information, you can just switch off the Wi-Fi, use your mobile network, and then go back to using the restaurant's Wi-Fi. But even when you are there at your favorite restaurant, always verify with the staff, which is this, the restaurant or the cafe or the coffee shop's Wi-Fi. Okay, and then as I said that we're gonna cover QR codes as well as Wi-Fi. So QR codes, this is an example of a QR code, what they look like. They're very popular these days. So QR codes is short for quick response codes, and they're two-dimensional barcodes that can store data in a machine readable format. So scammers can also use QR codes to steal information. QR codes have become an integral part of our modern technology, enabling quick and efficient access to digital content and information across various domains. Okay, so when you come across, okay, let's get here first. Various applications of QR codes, so they can be used for marketing and advertising. Maybe at your favorite gym, you can usually see a QR code that you get a schedule of our aerobic classes. Click this QR code and then you get all the information on your smartphone. And then payment systems, some payment platforms utilize QR codes for quick and secure transactions, allowing users to scan a code and make payments. And then they're also used in inventory management. They're also used for sharing contacts and for digital authentication. So we also need to be very careful when using QR codes. For example, if let's say you go to your favorite restaurant and you see maybe click QR codes to win 100 Rand free meal voucher, just make sure that you verify with the staff to say, is this legit? Because scammers can cover, or rather scammers can paste QR codes and then trick people into actually clicking them and then thereby having their personal information stolen. Okay, so QR codes can be used to direct users to malicious websites, phishing pages, or sites hosting malware. And then they can be manipulated to deceive users into performing actions they wouldn't otherwise do. Sometimes scammers, they replace the QR codes at a restaurant, for example, with their malicious codes. Malicious actors can create fake QR codes or tamper with legitimate ones to redirect the victims into unauthorized or harmful sites. And then inadequate security measures in the QR creation process can also make them susceptible to tampering or misuse. So these are the precautions that you can take to make sure that you are not a victim of QR code scammers. So you must be cautious when scanning QR codes from unknown or untrusted sources. And then you must use a reputable QR code scanning app or built-in camera with smartphones. So remember to always update your software in line with the requirements that are provided by your smartphone, because usually they provide the updates in security in line with the latest threats that have surfaced or that are surfacing. And then avoid scanning QR codes that seem suspicious, especially those ones that are found in public places. And then check if the QR code has not been tampered with. For example, as I said, that they sometimes paste a malicious QR code over a legitimate one. So if you're at a restaurant, you can confirm with the employees of the establishment if this code is indeed valid. And then ensure that your device and scanning app have updated security features and patches to prevent exploitation of vulnerabilities. So this goes in line with always making sure that you update your software in line with the presented requirements of your smartphone. And then, as I always say, when in doubt, don't. So now we are done with our POPIA awareness training. So this is what I like to do as part of our checking out. So if you are watching this online, please in the comment section, do write what is the most valuable thing that you gained through this training. And then what is the one thing that you would like to do more research on after this training? And then what is the one word that comes to mind when you think of this training? And then is there anything else that you'd like to add or anything else that you feel I should cover in future trainings? Plate, May Story as Aid. Thank you for listening. And if you have purchased the online DIY pack, thank you for purchasing it. And I do believe that it will be of great value to you.